Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. And in this video, we're going to be discussing the situation that what if your girlfriend, what if your boyfriend has a lot of friends of the opposite sex? So what if your girlfriend has a lot of guy friends? What if your boyfriend has a lot of girl friends, friends that are girls? Is this something that we should be concerned over? Is this something that maybe is flaring up your retroactive jealousy a little bit? What's appropriate, what's not? What are kind of my general, feelings on the whole thing? I'll kind of give you my own situations in my own life, and you can kind of take it from there. But this was a question that came up in the comments section not that long ago, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of share this with everybody, my thoughts on this. So that's what this video will be about, and we'll get right to that. But before we do, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button so we can get this video out to more people, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so yeah, what if your significant other has a lot of friends of the opposite sex? Is this something that we should be concerned about? Is this something that we should worry about? Is this something that we are truly concerned about, or maybe our retroactive jealousy is trying to make us be concerned about it, right? When our brain's kind of locked up in that mode and we can't really think our way out of any circumstance. So really, every relationship is different, right? Every relationship is different. And it comes down a lot to boundaries, to, anything that you and your partner have come to terms on as this is an appropriate behavior for us in our relationship. So you really have to analyze the situation. It's up to you. Is your, I'll do the example of a guy with a girlfriend right now. Is your girlfriend if she's got a lot of guy friends, is she, more of a kind of a tomboy? I don't know if that's the politically correct word these days, but kind of a tomboy, kind of, vibes more with men. Is she someone that maybe doesn't like the girl drama all the time, and it's very refreshing for her to, be friends with men? On the opposite side of the spectrum, if you're dating a guy, same type of thing. Is he someone that, gets along more with females, that maybe he doesn't like the, big manly blah 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 testosterone and in your face, and maybe he kind of likes that calm, gentle, vibe of a woman, as a friend, not as anything more, as a friendship basis. I'll say, in my own life, my wife, for instance, she can't stand women drama. Sorry, ladies out there, but just in general, probably not the ones watching this channel, because you are mostly more enlightened. But just the general she said, he said, oh, whisper, gossip. She can't stand it. So a lot of her friends are men. Actually, two of her best friends are guys. And both of them at one time she lived with when she first moved here to the United States. That's how she met them, and they're best friends. So we all kind of hang out together. We all go out at times and things like that. And that's normal to me. I'm appreciative that she's got good friends, that she gets along with these guys. I don't feel threatened in any way. It's completely natural. It's normal. We're all good friends with each other. They've never done anything to step over any boundaries or anything like that. It's all good stuff. So for me, that's absolutely 100% cool. I know that, with girls, she, again, doesn't like that drama aspect. She doesn't really see eye to eye a lot of the time with that. So for me, that's totally awesome. Whatever makes her happy makes me happy. And that's the opposite side of the spectrum too. I've got a lot of friends that are females as well, that I'll go and hang out with. And for me, literally, they are my friends. I do not see them, in any sort of fashion. As a good friend, I literally see them as a cousin or a sister, a family member, where you really care about that person, but you have no physical attachment to them at all. You can say, oh yes, they're beautiful, wow, you look really nice, but there's no anything behind that any more than just complimenting them because you think they look nice or whatever that is. So like I said, same with me. I got a lot of friends that are females that I'll occasionally go out, hey, I'm gonna grab a drink with blah 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 and go hang out and da 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 da. And like I said, it's cool, because we have that boundary there, that we understand each other, like me and my wife. And of course, then sometimes we all do things together and everybody comes together. And so for our relationship, this works totally fine. There's no insecurity, there's no worries. That's what works for us. Now, again, in your situation is going to be different. You got to analyze it based on, your relationship and what's going on. Like if your wife or spouse or husband has friends of the opposite sex and you're feeling insecure about it, you have to really analyze, is there a reason for you to feel insecure about it, or are you just pushing out other insecurities that you already have, maybe retroactive jealousy stuff, out on them, even though they've given you nothing to worry about, nothing to fear? Like they're just my friends, we're all just getting along, we're all just friends, it's all good, I've known these people for so many years before we even met, whatever it is. So you got to analyze that yourself a little bit. But then there's also that other side to it. The other side that maybe push past the boundaries. Is your spouse someone that craves attention? That craves just that attention from the opposite sex? Like, are they going out of their way and like flirting with other people? Or, do they have, maybe somebody they say that's their good friend, but like, you might see behavior that might make you think like it's not. Okay, that's natural. That's totally okay. That's not necessarily retroactive jealousy or anything like that's, normal. We might feel that threat to our environment and things like that, and that's totally cool. So, again, if it's something that like you're not okay with, you need to, have a conversation with your partner, really. Have a conversation with your partner and draw those boundaries. Okay, draw out those boundaries of what's appropriate, what's not. Get to that bottom line. Sometimes these conversations are very hard to have. They're difficult. It's not easy to have a serious conversation with your partner, but I think that's important for the long-term, the long-term health of your relationship, is to really set those boundaries. What's appropriate, what's not. This makes me feel uncomfortable. Can you kind of explain what's going on here? Again, explaining the present moment stuff of what's going on, not necessarily the past and stuff like that. Remember, we don't want to get into compulsive behaviors, but stuff like right now that's happening. Have that conversation and set those boundaries, which is very, very important. Very, very important. And then from there, if your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever says like, no, like I crave the attention of the opposite sex, and so I will always, talk with other girls or other guys. Now you can make the decision there, hey, maybe this relationship for me is not worth, putting all my effort and things into it if, they're going to be automatically, going to other people regardless. You got to make that decision for yourself. There's no wrong answers here. Every relationship is different in this case. So just do what's best for yours, but, have that conversation with them. If you think they've overstepped any boundaries, figure out where you're at together, figure out what works well for you. But again, analyze the situation. That's very, very important, is to analyze the situation and understand that this could be your retroactive jealousy. This could be your insecurities kind of swimming through, like we talk about all the time in the other videos, that our brain is kind of locked up. It's not processing information correctly. So if your partner might just have friends with the opposite sex because they get along with them better, you might process that as threats, when really in actuality, it's probably not. So really analyze the situation with a rational mind, even if it's after like a meditation session when you've just really calmed, and really analyze it and see if this is something you need to have a conversation about, that you need to set boundaries. Set your boundaries. If those boundaries are broken, that might mean this relationship is not meant to be. Maybe, that should be the end of that. Again, no wrong answer there, but set those boundaries with each other and try your best to, go through with that. And I think that will, lead to more and more strength in your relationship, more and more trust in your relationship, more and more of a strong bond in your relationship, and just more and more comfort in general, being able to, maybe see your partner be able to talk and interact with other people without any insecurities or anything coming up when you've drawn those lines and had those boundaries and have that trust in your relationship. So I hope this video kind of helps you out today, kind of clears the air, draws the line, and if you're in that situation, be able to take the proper action that fits your case and your relationship. So if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment and just smash the like button so we can get it out to more people that need to see it. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Click the notification bell so you are alerted every single time I post a new video. Also, please check out the links in the description below for all my courses, my programs, my free meditation, my free Facebook group for retroactive jealousy sufferers. That's all there. It's all for you, so please check it out before you go. I'd love to help you out in any possible way I can overcome general jealousy, retroactive jealousy, whatever it is. I'd like to help you out. So I appreciate you taking the time with me today. We'll see you in the next video.